I am just eyeballing 1/4 of an inch. As you do this, you kind of get a better feel for it. Initially, you'll want to keep measuring it. You don't want to be too far off, but it certainly doesn't have to be exactly that 1/4 of an inch, as long as you're close. And consistent, that will just make it look nicer. All right, so that's the bottom side I have pinned. Now flip it over. Here we're at the top side, we're working from the back. So now this one had too much of the dark blue at the top, so probably gonna fold into that. I think that's about 1/4 of an inch. I'll check it. Oops, that's close. Okay. All right, now, because of the way we fold these, I can't really use the terminology right side and wrong side for the fabric, because on one end, it's reversed from the other end. So in this case, when I sew this, I'm gonna have 2 lines of stitching, and there'll only be one on this side. So this becomes the right side, and this is the wrong side. But when I flip it over, and I'm at the bottom, I'm gonna have 2 lines of sewing here, and only one here. So this is the right side, and this is the wrong side. So it's kind of hard to use that. But that's why I'm trying to talk more about which one's the bottom and which one's the top. So that's the bottom, and this one's the top, okay, of the print. All right, so I'm ready to sew. All right, I'll start at the top, start at either end, so I have to flip it over. And then just kind of try to sew over the other stitching and just keep it nice and neat. Remember to do your back stitches first. Don't sew over your needles. Tails off. And now we'll go to the bottom side right here. So on this side, the shark fabric is pointed up. Okay, do a few reverse stitches. So I've sewn the hem on the top and bottom, and it's time to get it ready to sew the sides. And one thing that I noticed in my haste to do the top and bottom, I forgot to look at the how things were lined up on the sides. And you can see that the shark material and the blue on this side lines up pretty well. You can see that. But over here, there's a gap. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that off. And I'm just going to eyeball it and just cut about 1/8 of an inch off all along here. And the better thing to do would have been to adjust the fabric so that it was kind of centered on here. Whoops. Almost there. A little harder than I thought it would be. Okay, so now it's time to fold it so that it kind of to mimic this one. So this hem is the finished side at the top, which matches up to this one. So that becomes the pocket, like that. And then this one folds under to make the part that goes on the back of the chair. So hopefully that makes sense. So in order to get that positioned correctly, we need the midpoint of this fabric. So I'm going to fold it like this, and I don't have all my supplies from home to be able to put a mark on it, so instead I'm going to come down here and put pins where, on either side where the fold is. So here's one. And here's the other one. Okay. So again, to try to match up with that one. All right, so once you have the pins in here to mark the center, you're going to move this edge up, but make sure that once you fold it, that this is the wrong side. Now on this one, this is one line of stitching, so that's the right side. This one's the wrong side, so we actually want to flip this over. Move it out and bring this edge up to the pins that we added. And then add 2 pins to each side. 2 there and 2 here. And flip it over. And then we're going to fold this side up. Again, we should see the wrong side. And move it up to the pins. There. And you should be able to feel both hems. Don't overlap them. So as I'm feeling along there, I can feel that they're right adjacent to each other. Smooth it out and add 2 pins to each side. Now I can remove these center ones, and we're ready to sew the sides.